You are tuned in to your dose of positivity. I am Marlene Motivates, and as I always say, just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.
Be encouraged, be inspired, be yourself, you will survive. Just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.
And to get further support, join my channel membership. Hey everybody, it's Marlene of Marlene Motivates, and welcome to your dose of positivity. I am your channel for all things positive, motivational, inspiration, and mindset shifting. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button. I love to have you as part of the Motivators family. So welcome to everybody who's watching live or is watching in the replay. Let's see who is here in the chat live. Hey Word, how are you doing? Got a member and a moderator in the house. I really appreciate your support. And we also have in Puzzle Pieces. Hi Puzzle Pieces, welcome. How are you doing? Thank you so much for being here. And happy Thursday to everyone. Happy Thursday. We have a really good topic today. And today's topic is going to be all about learning our limits and recharging and refueling ourselves. And recharging and refueling ourselves is so important because we're human. Um, we do a lot, and we need to learn to take care of ourselves better than we do. And I'm not just saying this to all you motivators, I'm saying this to myself as well. We all need to learn to slow down, recharge, and raise your vibration. Okay, so let's get into it, guys. Ready to talk about it? Okay, let's get it. Slowing down, recharging, and raising your vibration is so important because so many of us are so many things to so many people. Like we're we're parents, aunties, uncles, grandparents, friends, co-workers. We wear a lot of hats. We're a lot of things for a lot of people, but we also have to remember who we are for ourselves. Um, we kind of get lost in the shuffle sometimes, adulting, right? Being an adult, it means that you have to learn when to go and when to slow down. And that can be difficult sometimes when we feel like we could do more, or when there's a lack of people willing to help us when we need those breaks. So it means that we have to speak up, we have to ask questions, all of which is important for all of us motivators. And I want to say this to you all in love, with not with browbeating you or pointing a finger. No, none of that. I'm saying this to you out of kindness, consideration, and compassion, because we do so much, we work so hard, we're so giving, we're so kind, we're so loving for others, that we have to understand that we are an important person. You are an important person. You have a life to lead, and you have interests. There's things that you need to do for yourself, and it means that we need to learn to put our foot on the brake, speak up for ourselves when we need some help, and recharge so that we can feel good about ourselves. Okay. Let me take a look at the comment section one more time before I get into this. Okay. Hey, Nate, how are you doing? Welcome. Happy Thursday. Good to see you. Got a member in the house. I do appreciate you being here. And let's get into it. Let's start with point number one. I believe I have 6 points today. No, I have eight. I have eight. 8 points today. So let's get into it. Point number one: take care of yourself. Take care of yourself, motivators. And namely, on this point, we're going to be talking about our physical health. If you do not have the physical health, you won't be able to do a lot of things. So we think a lot of times, because we seem to be okay, that we actually are. But we do have to check on our physical health, going to do those uncomfortable things like we don't like to do, going to the doctor, and all doctors, I mean, regardless of what your age is, going to get your physicals, getting your eyes checked, checking everything that you need to. Ladies, checking, the top part and the bottom part. The same thing for the gentlemen too. Making sure you're checking everything to make sure that you're healthy. Um, it's so important to do this, that we are so busy doing things, working and taking care of our families, doing all of those things, but you will not be able to take care of your family if you are not doing okay. So I'm saying it to you, and I'm saying it to me, because I definitely am a person. I do not like going to get those checkups. I don't like it. No, 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 I don't like it, but it's something that I have to do because I need to make sure that I'm doing okay, so that I can still be here for the people who depend on me, the people that I'm important to. And you don't realize the impact of somebody until somebody is away for a few days, a week or something. And then you will really know how much you are needed and necessary. And because of that, I'm saying it to all of you, please go get your checkups. We're coming to the end of the year. Have you gone and done your checkups this year? Have you checked your eyes, your teeth? Have you gone and done the lab work? Have you checked on all other things, especially if you have a health issue? Take care of yourself, everybody. You get one you. Make sure you're loving on yourself and taking care of yourself. You work hard, take care of you, okay? And your physical health really does matter. Hey, realist one, got a member. member, a moderator in the house. Thank you so much for being here. Yes, puzzle pieces, and you're not the only one. I I forget a lot of times too because I'm so busy and I'm like, when's the last time I got my, when you get the urine test and all of this stuff to make sure those labs are okay, but also, I wear glasses, so I have to make sure that I do my yearly the annual things, and then there's some things that you do every 6 months, like going to see your dentist, but make sure you're doing the things that you need to do to make sure that you're okay. And I can say for myself, I'm not speaking for everybody, but I make some excuses sometimes when something feels weird about me, like, oh man, I feel like extra tired. And we just pass it off and say, oh, I'm just tired. I'm okay. That's something that you could be telling yourself, but we get warnings sometimes. Our body will give us a sign like you'll be overly tired, or something happens, or you feel something, you feel a lump, or you see something that maybe like, how come and why am I limping? So pay attention to those things and make sure you go and do your annual or your every 6 months checkups, because your physical health really does matter. We need to do that not only for ourselves but also for our family members. Your family members would want you to do that, and you should want to do that for yourself too. So take care of yourself, everybody. Please do it. Okay, so we're talking about slowing down, right? And we have to slow down sometimes to be okay. We are so busy thinking about money, but really, what is the value of working so hard and making money? And you'll be so sick that you can't even spend it, or you won't be around to make memories with the people who matter to you the most. So, in saying all of that, we do have to slow down. And point number two, get off grid sometimes. Get off grid, off the map, turn that phone off, turn off all devices, and just focus on your mental health. I will say that, we don't really think about our mental health until something happens to us, right? Until something happens that's traumatic and very taxing to us. Don't wait. If you feel like you're under so much pressure that you feel like you're not okay, seek some help. It may be more than what you think. And let's not make excuses when you be like, I can't cope with things like I used to. But also, give yourself some solo time. And I have to do that for myself, try to work on that and improve it more, to focus on my solo time, because we're so busy adulting and taking care of everybody that I can say for myself, I feel guilty sometimes to take some time away from my family, just to say I want an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours just for myself. And it's not, because when we slow down to recharge, it's just like all devices, our phones, tablets, other things, all of them, they lose power. And we too, we lose power. And we need to secure some time for ourselves so that we can plug in and recharge so we can feel good. And I can say for myself 100%, I don't like to get away and do things, but once I do, I feel so good. And I know the same thing for you. When you get away and you have some time by yourself, you're going to feel good about yourself. And I know that we don't really talk about mental health a lot. People don't really talk about their mental health. They only focus on the physical health. They talk about the emotional health, or they talk about, other aspects. But we really do need to focus on, how am I doing? How am I processing? Am I okay? And sometimes we just aren't. That's a real conversation that needs to be had. Sometimes we're not okay. Going through things, something happens, people leaving our life, experiencing breakups, sadness, losing employment. Maybe you have a new health problem. So it may be a lot that we are mentally processing, and we're not coping with it well. So it's okay. It's okay to ask for some help, seek some help, and get in some time by yourself so that you can be okay. So that's why I said to slow down, everybody. Slow down so that you can recharge and to think and focus on yourself and ask yourself these questions. Am I okay? Am I taking care of me? All of those things you will find out once you take the time to focus in on yourself. Yes, Nate. It's something that we must do. And, our family, sometimes, let's just talk about the elephant in the room. A lot of times, our family members don't want us to get that time because our family can be very selfish and make us feel guilty. Oh, how come you need some time? Or they'll keep pushing the envelope and saying, I need more time from you. I need more time from you. I need more time from you. When actually you're the one that needs some time. And you have to set some boundaries with your family, with your friends, with the one you're in a relationship with your job. It's okay. Take some time off from work. Take some time away from your family. Take some time away from the person you're in a relationship with and just have your time and go for a walk. Go enjoy yourself. Whatever it is that you want to do, but get some solo time so that you can be okay because when the mind goes, everything else will go. You got to learn to bring some of the normality back. And we can be going sometimes like a robot. Go. I have to go. I have to go. And we don't aren't focusing on the red flags and the whistles that is telling us you're tired. You need to slow down and relax. You need to call in. You may be sick. Something's going on with your health. But it's in these times where we find the word, find out like how really am I doing, and we listen to our own self. You need to slow down enough to listen to yourself, and we don't. We ignore it. We say I don't have time to go do this, but we make time for what is important to us, right? We make time for what's important to us. And the things that are important to us are what? Ourself. And if you say you're important, if you say you're your own friend, if you say you love yourself, are you actually putting in the work to focus in on this? And when you take the time to focus in on your mind, and it goes with your mindset too. If you're not doing okay mentally, your mindset is going to be off. Your mindset may turn negative. It will shift your personality. You'll start doing the things that you normally wouldn't do because you're not all right, because you're overtired, because you're so stressed out, right? It's all those things that we only can pay attention to if we're really focusing by slowing down and letting ourselves recharge. A lot of times we don't let ourselves recharge because we tend to think, oh, I have to do it. I must do it. Nobody can do it but me. No, delegate, delegate, and delegate to somebody else. Maybe you need to hire that nanny, somebody else to clean up. Maybe you need to stop laxing with your children or other family members or the person you're in a relationship with. A lot of times we do things, so we do so much for them. We enable our family, our friends, the person we're in a relationship with so much that we will tell our own self that nobody will do it but me. No, you have made them into that. You have formed them to be incapable, and they cannot be independent because you've made them that way. Okay. So we have to just call it what it is. Stop doing things for others and then um, making yourself be overwhelmed because you're not speaking up for yourself and saying, you need to take care of yourself. You need to do that and you need to do this. You're not other people's housekeeper. You're not other people's nanny. We must put boundaries. You must train children to take care of themselves. You must train the person that you're in a relationship with too, that there's things that you need to do for yourself. I cannot do everything for you. There's things that I can assist you with, but I have to do this for myself. And this is a very important conversation, and I hope you all are listening to it. Stop enabling your spouse's significant other and your children, and then complaining about it. We a lot of times make our children, the person you're in a relationship, into monsters, and then you become overwhelmed and you complain about it, but you're the one that's making the problem. We must be honest about that. Stop spoiling your children. Stop spoiling the person you're in a relationship with, and making them into like they're 2 years old when they can actually do some things. You need to make them do some things for you. You need to make them take care of themselves as well. And it all goes together. It to For you to be balanced, for you to be okay mentally, we must delegate. We must delegate. We must speak up for ourselves. We must have boundaries. And that means that if I'm not okay mentally, this is going to affect everybody around me. Okay. Public service announcement, and it needed to be said. Okay. I prefer the word relatives. Yes. Yeah, because family is whoever you make it to be. Anybody can be your family. It does not always have to be blood. Okay? Yeah. That's more appropriate, right? Realist one. Like devices, we need to reboot or a software update from time to time. So we need to power off. Exactly. Power off, shut down, and focus in on your mental health. Hey, James Money, how are you doing? Welcome. Appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for your support. I hope you're doing well. Yes, Nate, balance is everything in life. It really and truly is. And we all need balance to be okay. So that means sometimes you're going to make some people mad. That's okay. Make them mad, make them realize we need to not let everybody be so dependent on us, so that we have so much pressure, that we have so much stress, and we have so much anxiety, when it could be something that we could delegate. And you need to do this, you need to pick up your toys, you need to do this, you need to do that, you can help doing this and this. But a closed mouth doesn't get fed. You have to set boundaries, and you have to mean it. And it doesn't mean you're mean or selfish. No, it means that you're training. It means that you love yourself, and you're also loving them, because you're teaching your children and the person that you're in a relationship with what is normal. And a lot of times we do things that is very unreasonable. We start a standard that we cannot keep up. Okay. And you can start things all you want to, but it doesn't mean that you have to continue if it's causing you so much strain, if it's affecting your mental health, if you're not able to take care of yourself like you should. It's time to speak up, and some things need to be put in place. Okay. Very important. Hey, Shay, how are you doing? Welcome. Appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for your support. I hope everybody is well. Hey, TSM Rapper, how are you doing? Thank you so much for being here. Yes, yes. And we gotta speak up. We gotta speak up. You have to speak up. And a lot of times we feel like almost shamed, even guilty, that we have to say, I need some help. But it's nothing wrong with saying it. Making your children, making the person you're in a relationship with, setting boundaries with family and friends, relatives, relatives and friends, and letting them know, like, I'm going to need some more time for myself, or I'm doing so much too much for you, I need you to pick up the slack some more. But nothing will change if you don't open up your mouth. And in order for us to get the things that we need so that we can be okay mentally and physically, we got to speak up and talk. So they may be upset, it's okay. Yeah. Yeah, blood doesn't make family. It absolutely doesn't. Absolutely. Yes, thank you all so much for being here. Let's get back into this, and let's get into point number 3. Slow down, recharge, and raise your vibration, everybody. And let's talk about wellness for a little bit. Wellness is so important. We just talked about our mental health, and we also talked about, you know, making sure we're getting tested and all of those things, making sure we're seeing our doctor. And also, this means our wellness. So, our diet, how are you eating? Your water consumption, the exercise, all of those things go to your overall wellness. And a lot of times we put off certain things, like we stop going for the walks, the jogs, going to the gym, doing the things that we need to do, drinking our water. We don't have the best diet. And then we wonder why we feel like so sluggish because we're not taking care of ourselves. Okay. And I'm saying this in kindness, in love, with compassion, because somebody has to say it to you and myself too. We must take care of ourselves. And to be well, we have to take care of our overall wellness. And it means focusing on what we're eating. A lot of times, like I'll say to myself, like I'll think I'm eating pretty good. And when I started to have a video journal, not video journal, a journal for my food, a food journal, that's when I found out. I was like, oh my goodness, I'm eating terrible. So it may be something that we may want to put into our overall routine. Start writing down the things that we're eating, and then we'll start saying, man, I'm eating pretty late at night, or I need to cut back on my sweets, or I need to start adding some more vegetables. But as always, this is not medical advice. I am just giving the information. Always check with your doctor with what is appropriate and good for you. I just want everybody, all you motivators, I want you all to be healthy. I want you guys to be okay, to have a prosperous life, and to feel good about yourself for your whole total wellness. You have to check on what you're eating, what you're drinking. Are you getting exercise? Are you taking care of all of you? And that means slowing down sometimes. And I can say for myself, a lot of times I'll be so busy that I'll just run out of the house, not eat breakfast, or it'll be 2 or 3 o'clock and I haven't had any water for the day, or it'll be maybe a month before I have been going for my exercise. So all of it is something that we all need. This information is for everybody. Make sure that you're getting your exercise. It doesn't have to be you going for an hour, 5, 10 minutes, going for a walk every day, doing something for your overall well-being, because when we get that needed exercise, it helps us mentally, it helps us physically. Okay, it helps us in all aspects. So everybody, take care of yourself. Slow down to take care of you. And a lot of times we don't slow down to take care of ourselves, we only slow down to help others. And we need to slow down to take care of ourselves. Remember how important and special you are, motivators, and nobody is going to put on the oxygen mask on you but you. You got to take care of you and know what you personally need. Okay, public service announcement to all my motivators. Okay, take care of you. Yes, write it down. Hey Tamika, how are you doing? Welcome. Happy Thursday to you and everybody in the chat. Really appreciate you being here. Got a moderator in the house. Yes, everybody. So let's head into point number 4. Get outside, everybody. I can say, especially with everything that we have been through in the past 3 years, being stuck inside, not having normalcy, right? Let's get outside, everybody. Get outside, get some fresh air. Um, a lot of times that we'll spend so much time in the house doing things that we need to do in the home, and we're not getting out like we should. Get out and enjoy the day, enjoy your time. And it's nothing like getting some fresh air and spending some time in nature. But get outside and enjoy yourself. Have some fun. Enjoy the season change now. I know for many, the season is changing. So get outside and enjoy your time. Get in outside and do what you need to do for your personal health, okay? I'm saying this because a lot of times, I know when I was younger, I'm aging myself. That's okay. I'm okay with it. But when I was younger, that's what you did as a child. You got outside and you had fun and you ran and played. And unfortunately, now because of the changing times and safety wise, a lot of children now don't get outside and have some fun and to be children. So to all the parents, caregivers, grandmas, grandpas, fathers, uncles, aunties, whoever is taking care of children. Let these babies get outside and enjoy themselves, and also you too, get outside and enjoy yourself. Okay, so slow down, recharge, and raise your vibration. This is very important. As adults, we are so focused. We'll spend so much time working and taking care of home, making sure we have food, laundry, cooking, this, that, everything we need to do for ourselves, our family, our relatives, that we forget to have our own personal life. So this is for whoever needs it. Don't neglect having your own personal life, and go spend time with um, your actual friends. Enjoy the company of those who recharge you. Okay, I'm not saying it for everybody, but some of us, your atmosphere at home with the people that are around you in your immediate circle do not recharge you. Actually, they take from you. They have a negative influence. They have negative talk, negative things that they say. So we got to make sure that we counteract that we balance everything out by making sure we have our own life, okay? Whoever needs to hear this, I hope you're hearing the message. Make sure you have your own life outside of your relatives and go and enjoy company of those who recharge you, those who will help you to refocus, and those that give you the pat on the back. It's very important to have people like that in your life. Um, and it doesn't have to be like every day, but you know, square out some time for maybe weekly, maybe every 2 weeks, but the minimum should be once a month. You should always have some time to laugh, to be able to vent, to do whatever it is that you do with those who recharge you. It's very important to plug back into people that that refuel you, that recharge you, because you're always depleting every single day. From the time you wake up to the time you go to bed, your batteries gets dimmer, your energy gets dimmer. And if you don't recharge with people who support you, encourage you, boost you up, feed into your mind, make you feel good about yourself, speak positively to you. If you don't have those type of people in your life that recharge you, you will become depleted and you will start to experience mental health breaks. Ask me how I know, because I've been there. If everybody you have in your life is always taking, take, want, give me, and nobody will say to you, here, what do you need? Do you need support? Are you okay? Do you need something? Do you need something? Can I do something for you? If you don't have people in your life that will recharge you and refuel you, you will have a breakdown, either mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, physically, but there will be a breakdown, and it's only a matter of time. I'm not trying to be negative, everybody. I'm just being honest. If you don't find some company of people who will recharge you and make you feel better about yourself and support you and understand you and be compassionate, listen to you, it's so important to have people like that in your life. And don't look for it from people who can't give it to you. For so long, I was always looking for my relatives to be that for me. And unfortunately, sometimes our relatives cannot give that to us because they don't possess it themselves. They don't know how to love themselves. They don't know how to do certain things for themselves. So they cannot give that to you. So stop looking for it from somebody who cannot give it to you. And also in your relationship, sometimes we're in relationships that are toxic and you need to walk away, actually run away from toxic relationships. Always arguing, there's always drama, you never do anything good for them. You gotta get away from that type of a romantic relationship, everybody. I don't know who needs to hear it, but it's in my spirit at this moment. Don't settle. Don't think that you have to be in a relationship romantically with somebody who doesn't support you, understand you. That's not kind to you. If it's always an argument, if it's always drama, mm-mm, get back. Get back. It's better to be single than it is to be in a relationship feeling down, feeling discouraged, feeling stressed out. It's not worth it, motivators. It's really not worth it. Okay? It really isn't. Yes, October. Because the C word too. Yes. It is. Absolutely. Right, relatives. Hey, Leticia, how are you doing? Welcome in. How are you doing? Thank you so much for being here. Happy Thursday to you. Okay. Honest. Honesty. Honestly. Yeah. Yes. Oh, life is too short. So I just feel like it was in my spirit. It just came to me. Somebody needs to hear it. Don't settle in a romantic relationship. And ask me how I know. Ask me how I know, Marlene. Yes, because it has happened to me. I settle in a romantic relationship thinking that that's all I could get, just because that's a person that you have been with for a time. Just because you are in a relationship with somebody, it doesn't mean that it's good for you. It doesn't mean this person is supporting you. It doesn't mean this person understands you. It doesn't mean that this person is going to help you to get to your next level. If somebody isn't raising your vibration, making you feel recharged, refueled, and feel good about yourself, step away. Get away from them very quickly. Mm-mm. You can do so much better. Okay. I made um, I made myself a long time ago a promise to not to only allow positivity coming my way. So when I have a free day, I make sure to ask the right people to spend it with. Awesome. I'm so glad to hear that. Let's get into point number 6, everybody. Take time for your spirit. I like this one. I like it. I like it. Take time for your spirit. We focus on, you know, our mental health. Yes, that's important. Our physical health, making sure we're getting the checkups. Okay. We talked about the food that we're eating. Yeah, that's important. Getting exercise, all important to make sure we're raising our vibration and taking care of us. But also, what about your spirit? Hmm. Is your spirit okay, everybody? That's a question that I have a really great mentor and friend who pours into me that way. How is your spirit today? Get yourself a friend like that, okay? Um, so sometimes our spirit just will be off. Just it would be like not okay. So it may be a good time for you that you need to tap into your spiritual side, whatever that may be for you. For some, it's the form of prayer. For some, it's meditation. For some, it's something else. So whatever that is for you, each person, each adult must do what recharges and refuels their spirit. So get out there, and do your meditation, do your prayer, do your focus time to connect with your spiritual side. But make sure that you're doing it. Um, we get so busy and we'll do maybe all of these other things, but forget and neglect our spirit. But it's very important to have that spiritual connection because it makes us feel good. It recharges us, and we feel good about ourselves when we connect. Okay, so take time for your spirit, everybody. Make sure you're doing that. Point number 7. All right, I'm about to drop the link in a little bit because we got something to talk about on this one. Slow down, recharge, and raise your vibration, everybody. And we can do this by journaling. Sometimes we have things going on in our head that we don't even know it's an issue and a problem until we start writing things down. I can say for a lot of times, like I'll just start writing things, like I'll be led to write, and then I'll start like, I didn't know that was going on. I thought we were okay. I guess not. And that means that you need to work on something, and it's okay, but we got to get the things that is inside here out. So that could mean journaling for some. It means that maybe you have somebody you need to forgive. It could be a person that you know, and it could be yourself. We can beat up ourselves a lot of times. We can, you know have a very unfair standard for ourselves, thinking that we have to be perfect, and you don't, and you can't be. All right, but we got to forgive ourselves, and that's essential to feeling good about ourselves. And it's so important, speaking over yourself with positive affirmations. um, Especially in those times where you're maybe going through a lot. Maybe you just experienced a trauma, something difficult and hard is happening to you in your life. Maybe you're experiencing a health problem, or one of your relatives is experiencing a health problem and you are their caregiver, okay? So you have to encourage yourself. Okay, don't look for everybody else on the outside to pour that into you. Don't look for it. I did for a long time. I always looked for others to support me with affirmations to affirm who I was and what I was about. And then my energy was depleted. My spirit was depleted. My mental health was on the line. Like I was not okay mentally because I wasn't pouring into my own self. And everybody, it's your personal job to speak positively over yourself. It's your job to affirm yourself. It's your job to encourage yourself. If you're not feeling good about yourself, it's your job to do something about it. It's your job to say, I need to slow down, I need to recharge, or I need to encourage myself. I need to say some things to myself. I need to do something to motivate myself. But it's our job. So I encourage you, have your own personal mantra, something that when you're going through something, is something that shakes you out of it. My personal mantra is, I have the divine right. I have the divine right for greatness. I have the divine right to success. It is my right. And anything that is stopping me, slowing me down, and blocking my success, I must eliminate. Okay. So that's why I always say that to myself when I feel burdened down and stressed. It's my right to protect myself. It's my right to take care of myself. It's my right to say no. It's my right to forgive myself. And it's your right as well. So make sure you're speaking positively over your life. Make sure you're loving on yourself. Make sure you're slowing down and giving yourself the needed pep talk. Um, the self talk that you have with yourself shows everything how your life will be at the moment. If you're not talking positively about yourself, telling yourself I am intelligent. I I am I believe in myself. I can do great things. I am excellent. I am a great friend. When if you don't say that to yourself, who do you expect to tell you that? Don't wait for another person to tell you that you're amazing or incredible. You got to do that for yourself, okay? Be aware. Be aware of yourself. And that's very important when we talk about slowing down and recharging and raising your elevation. You got to be aware of yourself. Like, hmm, like when you start having thoughts that are not okay, those dark thoughts, you're like, what is that? What's that all about? Or when you feel physically tired and you've been physically tired for a while, okay, is it time to get a checkup? Then do it. Being aware means I'm aware of myself. I'm aware of my being, and when I need to slow down, when I need to take a break, when I need to take a few days off, when I need to do whatever is necessary for myself. I'm not speaking about what other people need. And it's time we stop evaluating because another person or a relative needs certain things and then you need more. It's about you. What do you personally need, motivators? What do you need to be okay? That's what it's about. Be aware of yourself and what you personally need to recharge, to refuel, to raise your energy levels. You got to know what you personally need and then go about doing it. Okay. That's important. And we're here at the last point. Okay. We're here at point number 8. I'm about to put the link in the chat for who wants to come up and to share how do you refuel, recharge, and reset. All right. So this is important. We got to slow down, recharge, raise your vibration. And we hear this all the time over the years. People have always talked about it's so important to sleep. Get and I mean not just sleep, restful sleep, where you go into the REM. It's a little TMI, but the good sleep when you drool. Are you getting the drool sleep? I mean, getting that deep sleep that you need to feel good. So make sure you're getting enough sleep. Make sure you're slowing down enough to get the needed rest. So, one of the most important things in getting enough sleep, make sure you're having a nighttime routine or a cool down routine every day so your body relaxes, so your mind starts slowing down enough to know, okay, it's time to rest. My thing is, I turn the lights down, I put on some soft music, you light some candles, whatever is your routine. I usually maybe have some hot tea. That's my body signal. Okay, we're relaxing. And I sit down, and while I have my tea, I'll be doing some deep breathing, all of that. It will help you so that when you finally do get into your bed and lay down, you will feel good to get your rest. Okay. TMI, drilling is TMI. Sorry, guys. Sorry. But it's just honest. If you're not getting that drool sleep, you're not getting the good sleep. Real talk. So the link is in the chat. This is the part of the live where um, those who have come up and those have come up before and come and share. What do you do that helps you to slow down, recharge, and raise your vibration? I'd love to hear from you. I love to hear from you. What is your cool down routine? What is your nighttime routine? What helps you? For me, one of the best things that I have ever done is get some blackout curtains. Changed my life. Changed it because I have to sleep in a dark room. I can't do no light. It's like when it's dark, it's quiet, it's cool, comfortable, and I get my rest. So maybe that's a tip that can help somebody. So let's see who is ready to come up while I get into doing a recap. Okay, let's get into the recap, everybody. Slow down, recharge, raise your vibration, everybody. We started off by talking about how important it is to take care of ourselves. And we forget as adults that our physical health really does matter until something happens to our physical health, right? Things can happen to us, and we have to go and do those uncomfortable things, get those labs done, see our doctor, have uncomfortable conversations, go to the dentist. I know it's not things that we like to do, but it's something very important to do because it shows that we take care of ourselves, we love ourselves, okay? We want to look good. We want to feel good. You're important. You love yourself. You're your own friend. So go and do what you need to do so that you are okay. Point two, get off grid, everybody. Get off grid. Take care of your mental health. That solo time is so important. The time when you're by yourself and nobody is around and you can just think and sit in a quiet space and just think about the things that maybe you need to work on. Maybe take a few deep breaths and focus on yourself. But if you are not okay mentally, it's okay. Seek some help. I know that people think, oh, something is majorly wrong with you if you need to talk to somebody, but it's not. It shows how mature you are, it shows how focused you are on making sure that I'm okay. For me, because I am my own best friend, I knew when it was time. I was like, I need to see somebody, I need to talk to somebody because I'm not coping well. If you find yourself that you can't control your anger or you can't control your tears or you can't control certain issues or you're doing things that is very toxic, very hazardous, maybe repeating a cycle of something that happened to you in your childhood, you may need to seek some help so that you can break those chains and not traumatize another generation. I think that's something that everybody from some period or time or another needs to seek some help so that they don't put the same things that happen to them. You don't want to traumatize your own children or other relatives. And we want to have healthy communication. Okay, that's very important in the slowing down period. Communicate what you need. Closed mouth does not get fed. Okay. And let's talk about our wellness. Wellness is every aspect of us. Um, it's how we're doing spiritually, emotionally, mentally, financially, all of it. It consumes everything. And if you're not okay in your wellness, everything else will suffer. So make sure you're looking at what you're eating and up your water intake, everybody. Up your water. We can all drink some more water and get into your exercise, whatever it is that you can do. You know, this is not medical advice. I'm just giving some information that maybe think about your wellness and go for a walk, go to the gym, whatever it is that you can do, do it. It's good for us mentally. It's good for us physically. It's good for our spirit. And it makes us smile. It makes us feel good. Also, it also helps to balance a normal weight. So do all of those things for you because you really do matter. Okay. Get outside. Get outside. Get into nature. Breathe in the air. Do all of that for yourself. And this is important when we talk about slowing down and recharging and raising your vibration. Make sure that you enjoy the company of those who recharge you. Hmm? Who needs to hear that again? Enjoy the company of those who recharge you. I don't just mean everybody's company because everybody's company is not good company. And we know about those relatives, we know about those friends, we know about those workmates, we know about sometimes the person that you're in a relationship with is not the best company for us because it takes from you, it pulls from you. Your energy becomes low. You feel stressed out. They affect your mental health. They bring drama, negativity. So, with all of that being said, make sure you're refueling with people who recharge you. That's why it is very important to make sure that you find yourself some people, whether online, whether a mentor, whether whoever it is, that will say things to you that's encouraging, that will support you, somebody that you can vent with, and that will help you to recharge because everybody needs someone that's going to say, "You're amazing, you're a good friend, you're a good person. Is there something that you need?" Everybody needs somebody that will pour back into them. And ultimately, our relatives may not always be the best people that recharge us. Our relatives may be the people who bring drama, negativity, foolishness, problems. So you got to search sometimes for the outlet of getting together with certain people that will recharge us. Okay, let's see what I missed. No, you're right. Yes, drinking water helps us mind our own business too. Yes, pause and take a drink and get back into your own business. Right, Leticia? Real talk. Okay, point number six. Point six, point six. We got two more, and then we're going to get out of here. Point number six. Slow down, recharge, and raise your elevation. Take time for your spirit, everybody, whatever that looks like for you. I'm not I'm not spewing any religious ideas or anything like that, but take time for whatever it is your belief system, okay? Whatever your values are towards your spirit, what it is that you need to connect, to recharge. Meditation, prayer, deep breathing, all of that, whatever it is that makes you feel recharged, take time for your spirits, okay? And have that connection because that will recharge you too and raise your vibration, okay? Here we go. Point number 7, journal, forgive, affirmation, self talk, and awareness. Um, a lot of times we don't slow down enough because we're so busy adulting, and we go through things. Just because you push stuff to the back of the closet because you don't want to talk about it, it doesn't mean you don't need to release it. So if you don't want to talk to other people about it, write it down, but you got to get it out. And even if you just write it down and then tear it up, at least you will be having some form of communication. But it's important to get things out. And also, it may mean you may need to forgive people. That will affect your mental health by holding things in. You're angry and upset with another person, or you haven't forgiven yourself for something. Don't be so hard on yourself, motivators, okay? Forgive yourself and move on and forgive other people. Also, those affirmations, speaking over your life, having the positive self talk, and being aware of yourself. You got to be aware of when something is going on negatively about your mental health, when something is not okay with your physical health, when something is not okay with you spiritually. Pay attention to it. Be aware, and do something about it. Okay, slow down enough to pay attention to you. And the last point, everybody, get enough sleep. Slow down, recharge, and raise your vibration. And it means that we got to get the sleep. And when you're carrying all of these problems in your mind, when you're so stressed out, it may be so difficult to get sleep. So many deal with insomnia or many things, problems, stress, aggravation, worried, fears about the future, fears about relatives and other problems in our life. But you got to get enough sleep or you're not going to be able to operate and function as you should. Okay, so get some sleep. Get yourself a nighttime routine, a calm down routine. Dim those lights, light those candles, whatever it is, so that you can have a calm atmosphere to go to sleep. Because don't think you can just say, "I'm tired," and think you're going to jump in bed and have restful sleep. You have to slow down your mind first to let your mind know, okay, it's time to go to bed. Turn the lights down. Get your devices and put it in another room. Don't have your devices that will interrupt your sleep, as well as every time if you see something pinging or something lighting up that you see some updates. You got to remove those devices and focus. Just this is my time to refuel and recharge and get my needed sleep. Okay. So that's everything that I have here today, guys. Um, yes, ma'am. Oh, thank you so much, Puzzle Pieces. Oh, and this is the panda for realist one, right? The pandas for realist one. And shout out to Puzzle Pieces. Thank you so much for the super sticker. And as always, when the super chat hits. Thank you so much, Puzzle Pieces. I really do appreciate the super sticker. And shout out to all of my members. I really appreciate y'all. Shout out to my moderators who hold it down, who drop links, who say hit the like. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. And to all of you motivators, be encouraged. I wanted to give this message because I feel like while we need the words, saying things like, don't give up, keep trying, all of that is important, but also we always need somebody to tell us, slow down, recharge, raise your vibration, take care of you. Remember, you get one you. Make sure you're taking care of your mind, your body, and your spirit. That's all from here today. Those who are watching in the replay, make sure you leave a comment in the comment section below. I really do love to hear those comments. And to everybody who is here live, I really do appreciate each and every one of you. And I hope that you each are slowing down and recharging and refueling so that you can raise your vibration. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, Friday, for the last dose of positivity for this week. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye, guys.
Be encouraged, be inspired, be yourself, you will survive. Just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.
Forgive me, I love me. I've been blessed that I have made it through. I'm stronger and worthy. I am enough now. What about you? you. I forgive me. I love me. I've been blessed that I have made it through. I'm stronger and worthy. I am enough now. What about you? Ooh, hey, yeah.